Hello everyone! So today I decided to film on my balcony because why not? It's nice weather and I hope the noises won't be too bad because my microphone broke. Okay. Okay, I just checked if the sound is okay and I think it's okay. But if it's very bad, please let me know and I will try to fix my microphone for the next video. But today I will talk about things I wish I knew before I went for Erasmus. And if you have been following me, you know that I have been to two Erasmuses, one in Croatia and one in Spain. And I have learned many things during these both amazing experiences, and I will share 10 things that I would like you to know too. If you're going to Erasmus maybe in the future, or you've also been to Erasmus and you want to compare, or if you've never been, or if you never will go, maybe this will be interesting. I think I need to talk a lot in this video, so let's just start. I have a list because I will forget. Actually, there are many things that I learned during my both Erasmuses, and I think I changed my view, how I see the world, and what I want to do after Erasmuses. Today I will talk more about what I didn't expect and what I wish I knew before I went, not things that I learned. That could be another video if you're interested, let me know. So first thing I wish I'd known was go without any expectation. And I would say to Croatia, I really went without any expectations because it was my first time and I really didn't know what to expect, and I was okay if I wouldn't find any friends or if I would just spend time with my friend, because first time I went together with my course mate, so it was also a little bit different. And yeah, I went without any expectations, but in the back of my head I knew that everyone always says that Erasmus is the best experience in your life and just good things, but I always thought that it won't happen to me. I don't know why, maybe it was bad thinking, but on the other hand it was really good to have no expectations because then it was the best thing ever. But when I went for my second Erasmus, I thought I am going without any expectations. But during my Erasmus, when it went differently as the first one, I realized that I actually had some expectations because I found myself being sad that things are not going the way as it went first time. So for example, in the first Erasmus I had a big friend group and we started hanging out at the beginning of Erasmus and stick together till the end. But in Madrid I kept meeting new people every day for 2-3 months, and I didn't ever really get a big friend group. I had my few closest friends, which is totally fine also, it's very nice. Yeah. So it made me sad for many days, and I spent many days comparing and overthinking, which was unnecessary and a waste of time. So definitely go without any expectations. Second thing is trust the timing, because for example in Croatia, for the first 2 weeks I didn't really do anything fun, and only after 2 weeks I got friends. And yeah, I was like, oh my god, won't I have friends, and will I spend all this half a year in my dorm room and won't do anything fun, only hang out with my friend which I came together with. I was already like, okay, this will be like that. But no, then suddenly out of heaven my friends came. And yeah, then it was amazing. So I would really suggest you to trust the timing, don't bring too much pressure in having friends in the first day, and don't be sad when you don't have friends after a week or a month or whenever. They can even come during your last month. For example, in Madrid, I met very, very nice people in like last 2 weeks of my Erasmus, and it was sad that I didn't get to spend that much time with them, but still I met them and I had that time. So don't be too hard on having everything figured out at the beginning. Third thing that I wish I knew. Erasmus actually is a study exchange. Well, I knew that, of course, but I actually had to study quite a bit in Madrid, and I actually failed one exam. I was pretty sad about it because I don't know, I had this impression that in warm countries they take education very freely and you can pass, especially if you're an Erasmus student and they don't put any expectations for you, but it's not really true. To be honest, in Croatia, I didn't have to study a lot. Probably it was because COVID started just then and everything turned to online studies and they couldn't adapt so fastly, I think. So it was pretty easy. But in Madrid it was, I wouldn't say it was super hard, but I definitely needed to study. It wasn't also like I had to study every day non-stop. No, I had a lot of free time, but I didn't have vacation for all semester. Fourth thing that I wish I'd known was that you won't always fall in love with the city that you're in. And actually, I can't say that I love neither Zagreb or neither Madrid, but I really, really, really want to go back to Zagreb and to visit it and to see all the places where good memories are. And yeah, I really want to go back to Croatia, and I definitely will someday. But for Madrid, probably some of you might know that, but I don't really like Madrid, and it's okay. But sometimes I felt a little bit weird because all my friends that I met, they absolutely loved Madrid. They said that it's the best city ever, and at first I was like, yeah, it is. But towards the end of my Erasmus, I realized that I don't like it, and it's okay. And I'm happy that I lived there for this time, and now I know that I wouldn't want to live there longer. If you want to know why I don't like Madrid, there's just not the specific reason, because at first I thought maybe I don't like big cities, but actually that's not true because I really love Budapest, and Budapest is also big. So I can't explain it. I just didn't feel great there, and I think it's okay. You can like some things and you can dislike some things. If you're going to Erasmus in a new place, then it's not definite that you will love that place and you will want to live there. But it's not Madrid's problem because most of my friends loved it. So don't think now that Erasmus in Madrid will be bad. No, definitely not. Next thing that I wish I'd known is you will find friends. Don't worry. It just happens. And it happens in some magic way that after some months you just look around at all the people that you met in the beginning, because in the beginning you're kind of hanging out with everyone, you're meeting new people constantly, and then you're kind of deciding which people you like, with who you want to keep hanging out and who you want to like bye. And later on you look at them and they all are in these perfect groups where they all just fit so well together. I don't know how to explain it. It just always happens, and you just need to remember that everyone out there is looking for friends, because everyone just came there for one semester. Everyone wants to find people to spend this time together, so you're not alone, and you will find friends. And I have heard that this is the biggest worry for some people, that they will be alone and stuff. And I would say if you're open, then you will find your people. It just happens in some magic way. Next thing I wish I knew was your first Erasmus might not be your last one. Probably you have heard that Erasmus is addictive, and once you go, then you're always going, once Erasmus, always Erasmus, and all the other quotes, and it's actually true. And in Madrid, most people that I hang out with, they had some international experience before. For some, this was second Erasmus as well, like me. Some did some internships abroad or stuff like that. Once you go and you see how big actually world is and in how small bubble you were living in before, for some it might be, for some maybe you always knew that you will travel a lot, but for me at least, I really realized how small is my life and how big I can make it. I don't know if it makes sense. Next thing is save a lot of money. Don't spend it all at the beginning. Yeah, this is self-explanatory. First, when you get this huge amount of money from your university, then you feel free, you're in a new city, you want to spend it all, you're with new people, mosquitoes, and you want to experience everything, you don't want to miss out. So for me, I was eating out very, very often at the beginning in Madrid, and later on I was trying to save up for my trips and traveling. So I regretted a bit the going out all the time in the first period, but I kind of knew that it will happen. At least I had some savings before. I was broke at the end, but tried to save up as much as possible. Next thing that I wish I'd known is do research about the neighborhood where you will live. I really wish I did that, because in Madrid I was really focusing on prices, because it's very expensive there to find apartment. Mostly you just rent a room and shared apartment, which is totally fine. And I found a really, really good deal, and I just checked in Google Maps how long it takes to get to the center and how long it takes to get to my university, but I didn't check at all if it's safe, what kind of people live there, and things like that, which you would need to know if you're planning to move to a place where you've never been before. So I actually ended up living in not so safe neighborhood. I didn't really have any problems. Only one time when I wanted to go to exam and I opened my door and there was someone laying in front of my door and I got super scared. Also one time I was just going home from a walk, or I don't know. There were many police cars and people laying on the ground with handcuffs. So that was interesting experience, and yeah, I wish I would known that information before I paid the rent and deposit. But I survived. Next thing is be open but don't force it. For me, this is about when at the beginning you meet many people and you are so afraid that you will miss out on something and you just try to experience everything. I arrived and I spent like 1 hour at my new apartment where I just moved in with so many things. I wanted to like move in and unpack and stuff like that, but I didn't do that until like 3 days later because I was going out the same day and trying to meet people as soon as possible because I was so afraid that I will miss something. And I ended up spending a lot of time with people that I wouldn't say I didn't like. I just felt like they're not my people, and it's totally fine. Not everyone will be your person, and not with everyone you will vibe, and yeah. But I ended up spending a lot of time with them because I was just afraid to miss out and somehow miss the one person which I am meant to meet and stuff like that. Well, of course, you have to be open to actually meet your people, but at the same time, you don't need to overforce it and just keep going out if you don't feel like it or get upset. when you don't meet that your person like at first week. And this correlates with the step that I said before about trusting the timing, and just don't think about everything too much. Just go with the flow, and everything will fit into its place, and it will be perfect. And the last thing that I wanted to say is you will be a different person at the end. Maybe this doesn't apply for everyone, but for me and most of my friends, I have heard that they have changed a lot and they have learned a lot. And that experience, it doesn't matter how it goes, whether you spend it with one friend, whether you spend it alone, and whether you spend it with new people every day. It doesn't matter. You will learn so much, and that experience is so valuable because you experience so much during this short period of time, and you want to experience as much as possible because you know that this time is limited. Erasmus is the best thing that I have ever done, and I am very happy and grateful for myself that I decided to do it, and I will never regret it. And with this happy, hopeful, nostalgic note, I will end this video. I really hope it was helpful and you liked it. And if you have been to Erasmus, leave in comments what was your things that you wish you'd known, or what was the best or most valuable lesson that you learned. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!